So there you are. You wake up ready for your day, you stretch out, take a hot shower, maybe wrangle some kids to get ready for school, and then the time comes. It's time to get down to business. We have the freedom to design our workday however we would like. So what happens next? This is Vince with Rise Up in Real Estate, and that's what I want to dive into today. All right, so you've heard me rant about the dark side of real estate, the ability to have the freedom to go to the beach if you live coastal like I do, binge watch some TV, take a long workout or long lunch, or do anything else besides productive real estate activities. Sometimes it can be tough just to get the engine running. This can be related to a number of things like the strength of your vision and how it links to discipline and consistency, perhaps not even knowing the right activities to be consistent with. Maybe you're guessing a little bit because you haven't had the development necessary, or any combination of the above. For today, I'm not gonna go very deep into those topics, but I'd rather provide you with a concept you can implement immediately. This concept is proven by a number of entrepreneurs and was more specifically brought to my attention by an agent who sold over 300 homes in just his second year in real estate. I'm gonna give you his exact method and mine to help you as you create your own. So I'm not saying 300 homes in a year should be your goal, but it proves the results from this process I'm gonna explain. This agent shared with us how he implements the concept of gamifying your daily actions to create a productive day. Every day is legitimately a game with a point system and a certain number of points required to win the day. I've personally been implementing this as well in a different manner than a sales agent, and just the freedom it's provided me has been well worth the implementation. Once I've earned the points I need, I simply enjoy working on any other initiatives that make me happy, or I leverage the entrepreneurial light side, not the dark side, of spending my time doing what I want. Another cool thing is that this concept removes the guilt or regret that we can carry as real estate associates. The constant wonder of did I do enough or always being on leads to burnout. You simply score your points and trust that the results will come. Side note before I get too far into the point system, this only works if you have an understanding of the actions needed to earn the points, are effectively implementing those actions, constantly improving those things, and being held accountable to those actions as well. We call this a part of mastery, and that's a different video entirely. So moving on, let's say you're a strong agent who knows their vital daily activities, you've worked those skills towards mastery, and you are ready to game your workday. So you can feel the freedom of knowing you did what you need to do and can enjoy this career to its fullest. For the agent I'm referring to, it's simple. He needs to score 4 points a day. Getting a signed contract is worth 4 points. That's the whole workday. The rest of the day can be spent with family, managing his multiple properties in this case, working on himself and any other initiatives that he'd like. In his case, getting a listing agreement signed is worth 2 points, showing a buyer property is worth 1 point, and having a two-way conversation or in-person meeting with potential clients looking to do business in the next 90 days is worth half a point each. Now, how he gets to those 4 points is completely up to him. He can have 8 two-way conversations or appointments with potential future clients. He can show 2 properties to a buyer and have a listing agreement signed, or any combination of the above. Once he's done, he's done. So what are we really talking about here? Something I've said before, what it all comes down to: consistent, vital activities done well over time. Your point system can be whatever you want it to be based on your business planning for the year, how you want your life to look, and your goals. It can include social media activities, farming, prospecting, converting, personal development. See now why it's so important to know your daily actions before creating the game? For me, I look for at least 2 of 3 daily wins. After that, I can continue to press on how I feel or work towards other skills, goals, or projects. One win for me is sharing the vision of how an agent's life can look with other agents. This can be done in an appointment with those interested and potentially like-minded as us at my company. For example, you could watch this video, check out our YouTube channel, and like what you see. You may reach out and want to talk more about your business. Regardless of your brokerage or location, we set up an appointment and boom, I've got one of my 3 daily wins accomplished. Another win for me is growing my contact list by 5 or more people. For me, this is almost always done by calling on the phone, but it doesn't have to be. Any two-way interaction leading to contact info exchange for me to build a relationship and add value counts in my game. Doesn't matter if it's in the barbershop, the grocery store line, or a formal call I make to an agent. I say that because I've personally never met a stranger, so I allow those interactions to count if I get to add a contact to my network. This may take 5 phone calls or 500 phone calls, depending on how the calls are going. All the while I'm doing this, I'm taking inventory of my performance and looking for ways to increase my conversion rates, which requires self-reflection and honesty. My last win would be having someone formally commit to growing their business with our specific company. This would be the equivalent of a sales agent getting a property under contract in my world, which is talent acquisition, right? So So if you're an agent and you have some really great skills, but looking to formalize your daily actions, again, regardless of brokerage, you should consider creating a game like the examples I've provided. Again, the biggest upside for me has been the emotional and psychological freedom provided from simply accomplishing my wins and moving on with my life to focus on other things. If any of this piques your interest, reach out and let's have a conversation about building your game. Again, this is Vince with Rise Up in Real Estate. Remember, we may go fast alone, but we go so much farther together. Do something kind for someone today, and thanks for taking the time to rise up.